Welcome back to Justice for Giancarlo Fisichella in Formula 1 98, and round 10 brings us to the A1 ring in Austria, a circuit I usually quite like. However, I have been warned by commenter Helium Trophy on multiple occasions that apparently this circuit is horrific in this game, and I'm pretty sure he started warning me after Monaco. We all saw how that went. Now, considering he also gave me a warning about driving the Adelaide circuit in the wet in the original Formula 1 PlayStation game, and I recently tried that on stream. Oh no! Lost it on the dodgy bit! Oh my god, the dust again! I think I'm worried now. In the real-life session, Giancarlo Fisichella scored his first ever career pole position 364 days after Gerhard Berger last secured a pole for Benetton at Hockenheim. Fisichella took advantage of a drying track at the end of the session to go quickest ahead of Jean-Alesi Sauber. Some other opportunists who got their timing just right were Stewart's Rubens Barrichello and Arrow's Mika, qualifying in the top 6 just behind title contenders Häkkinen and Schumacher. Some other surprises thrown up by the wet weather: David Coulthard qualified down in 14th, Alex Wurz qualified down in 17th, and most shockingly of all, Ricardo Rosset qualified. Whilst this would be Fisichella's first ever career pole, it would end up being Benetton's last. So the bouncing is back. There was one moment where I feel like I caught air on the run up to turn 2, which, by the way, I know they call it turn 3. It's turn 2. It's the second turn. Even Murray and Martin called it turn 2, commentating on this. It's turn 2, alright? And then the other place is down the straight just after turn 2, where there is routinely a bouncing moment, and you've got to keep the car straight. So that's fun. Obviously, we've been on pole all but once. Fisichella got pole in real life. The target is pretty self-explanatory, but let's see how we do. Let's spool forward once again. For God's sake. Coulthard there again by 0.02 of a second. Häkkinen does have a chance to take it off him. Oh, I'm sick of David Coulthard being so good in these games. And we join the session, as we so often do on my first flying lap. Very slow through turn 2 there, very difficult to get it round the corner unless you power slide it through, and as you can see we're going to be graced by the bouncing pretty much every lap on that back straight. This wasn't my cleanest lap, aiming for a 1 minute 8.7, and I knew it was going to be touch and go if we were going to beat it. Ooh. I mean, again, it was on the first lap, so it's not really that big of a deal, but it was close. I didn't think I was going to do it then. But no, solid, good work. Less good work. Although I'm fairly certain the game has moved... Oh, there we go. Yep, calm myself down. Jesus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game has moved my brake bias back again without me touching it, because I was getting a lot more sort of power sliding again. And now it's... Oh! Oh, hello! Mika Häkkinen. Sorry, let's try again. It's definitely f***ed my brake bias. It's... yeah. Right. Brake bias. Like, what are you doing there? I didn't put you there. And I don't have any numbers, so I can't see like how far along. I'm just gonna have to guess it by like. So what's full? There, right. So halfway might be around there. Also, well done to the pit lane in Austria for looking somewhat normal. It's a triumph. So with the setup somewhat fixed and a renewed challenge in Häkkinen's pole, let's go for a flying lap of the A1 ring. Down to third gear through turn 1, slightly missed the apex on that one, I could have carried more speed through, but it is one of those corners we can get heavy on the brakes and rotate the car in one foul swoop. Over the impromptu jump, past what they call turn 2, and then hard onto the brakes for what I call turn 2. Again, electing not to do the power slide option there, don't feel like I need to take the risk. The bouncy bit there, particularly bad that lap, so just very gentle steering inputs while it corrects itself, and then down to second gear for Gosser. Powerhorse and Niki Lauda, the next two left-handers, are the most awkward ones on the circuit because they need multiple heavy brakes in places where you wouldn't really do that in real life, the most awkward ones that fall victim to the game's handling model. But once you get the nose in the right direction, it's power down, and the final two corners are a little bit more fun. Jochen Rindt down to fourth, clip the curb on the inside, just correct a little bit of a slide, and then down to third for the final corner, power towards the line, and I'm confident. Got ya. That'll do it. That'll surely do it. Watch Takagi take pole now. Takagi with a 59-second lap. So, with the threat of Teranosuke Takagi looming large, I put in one more lap, just for good measure. We might be safe from Takagi now. Probably. Well, it was looking surprisingly close at the start, wasn't it? Not in the end, 2 seconds clear of Mika Häkkinen for our 9th pole of the season, recreating Fisichella's real pole, his real debut pole. I mean, he's already had 9, so he probably doesn't really care at this point. Coulthard in third, very good. Let's see if we can not rearrange the field to put him in the lead this time. That might be good for the championship. Schumacher fourth, Ted Wine in fifth, ahead of Frentzen. Decent qualifying for Damon Hill. Wirtz down in 8th. Could do with a little bit of help in the constructors, Alex, so whenever you're ready. In the real-life 1998 Austrian Grand Prix, Fisichella's strong qualifying would sadly come to nothing, and even worse, he'd take Jean Alesi with him. The pair were side by side just after Fisichella had come out of the pits on the run-up to turn 2, and remember, that's what turn number it is, and Alesi was ahead coming into the corner. But Fisichella really didn't want to get stuck behind the Sauber, so he kind of left his nose in half-heartedly. They touched, and the contact would mean both of them would retire. And I'm sorry, Giancarlo, that one was definitely on you. With Schumacher running off track and needing a new front wing, it would be damage limitation for him. Häkkinen took the win ahead of a fine recovery drive from 14th by David Coulthard. Even after a mixed-up grid, the top 4 was McLaren and Ferrari. 1998. The target is of course win, and this time ideally without letting David Coulthard gain any places. Just try and get clear of everyone, no problems. Austria hasn't bitten me yet, but I feel like I'm going to have to be careful of the bouncy bits. One wrong move on that straight where you bounce, maybe trying to get round a car, and I could slide off the track. Oh, it's a lovely sunny weekend in Spielberg, and we go green at the A1 ring. Nothing I can do about those starts. Häkkinen does do us into one, but let's make sure... Oh, Coulthard doesn't do us. Wow. Oh, Coulthard! Absolutely no remorse about that, David. Wide on the exit of turn 1, back across the track and into me. That's completely on you, pal. I'm sure, David being David, he will absolutely see sense and blame Giancarlo Fisichella for that. Oh, God. And now the Ferraris have done us. Put the brake... not brake balance, the gear ratios back down to normal, because I thought they might be a bit too long for Austria, and maybe I should have gone to the shorter ratios, because either Ted Wine or Schumacher, whoever that was, absolutely drag raced us out from turn 2, and it is turn 2. Okay, so it's Hakkinen from Ted Wine. Oh, so that was Schumacher. Ted Wine up in the points. Right. With Coulthard not in the top 3, let's see if we can catch these guys. Over the first jump. And the fact that I'm saying that unironically, that it is a jump, that you get air from it. God, but I'm losing so much time through turn 2. And they don't bounce. They don't bounce over that bit. So actually, all the way up that back straight, I'm losing time. Okay. This might be a damage limitation job. But I can still see the Ferrari. Right, look, it's lap 2. Stop trying to predict the result already. And let's have a quick look back at that opening lap incident, and we go slow-mo into turn 1. Coulthard here just runs wide, and instead of running it out wide, overcorrects. It's an unsafe rejoin for me. That's on him all day long. Okay, we're definitely quick through those final 2 corners if I can get the run there. Wirtz! He heard my little dig, and he's in the points. Come on, keep going. Right, let's try not have any more contact with people, shall we? There's been enough of that going around. Theodore Winery, how are you, sir? Oh, Ted! That was a late move, son. That's not happening. But move done. We do a 1 minute 6.4, matching our qualifying time. Slowly getting into the race a little bit. Slightly aggressive line through 1. C. Completely illegal. Oh, God. Do not try and correct the steering while it's doing that, man. Okay, once again, using the final part of the circuit to reel in the gap. Oh, got a little bit of a twitch there. Just the wrong time, because this is the bit where Hakkinen will get away from us. Good Lord. Genuinely, I'm expecting the car to just fall through the floor in one of these. It really looks like it's just gonna disappear out of the world. God, it's bouncing there as well. Ooh. And it was still bouncing as I was trying to brake and turn, and that's cost us some time. Irvine third. Still no Coulthard in the points, though. Would still be nice to maximise that, though. And you know what? Having sat here, not looked at a replay, I don't feel any guilt for it. He was around the outside, I left him space, he got on the curb, and then darted back across track. Oh. Absolutely, I think, on you, DC. Couple of poor laps there. Come on. He's still just in our vision, or was. It's been a while since we've gone full Colin McRae, but there we are. Not carrying as much speed into the first of those final 2 turns, because I am now slightly wary of it. Oh, I'm getting too overzealous for that one now. Come on. Let's calm it down a little bit. He's getting away. Come on. Oh, Hill into the points now. Oh. Just realised who's dropped out the point. I was wondering when you were going to start again. Did cross my mind? Oh, it's not happened yet. Right on cue. No. It's 3 laps to go. That was a stronger lap. Oh, too late on the brakes. Shit. I was rear wing watching. Is that the moment that Häkkinen's going to take the race? It's going to have to be an absolute flyer. Final lap, here we go. Need to minimise the time loss through this little section now. That had to be done, had to hit that then. Okay. A little wide, oh no! I know he's slow around these final 2 corners, but surely not that slow. No! No! Scenes. No! 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 I'm sure that said first. Did I not read that properly, or did it say first? I'm going to have to stop and check.
A few moments later.
Formula 1 98, you absolute f***er. The number in the top corner changed to first. It did not flick back to second. Although I haven't watched it in slow motion. I don't think it flicked back to second. And then it said on the screen, first. Future Ash here. Yes, it did say first. But based on this still, And this still, I think Häkkinen pipped us. So apparently we crossed the line at the exact same time. And for some reason that means Mika Häkkinen wins the Austrian Grand Prix. He admittedly was leading most of it. I'm so annoyed. Ted Wine is second ahead of Schumacher, Frentzen fifth, Damon Hill with a point for Jordan in sixth. As we come to the drivers' table, I was secretly hoping the game would glitch again and still give me 10 points, but it hasn't. We take 6 and move 4 clear of David Coulthard. Häkkinen is now just 10 away from us, so that reignites his season. And when you think about it, after I unsafe rejoined right in front of him at Silverstone, I suppose there's a little bit of karma. Schumacher will be annoyed to finish behind his teammate today when he could have made up some ground. Irvine now clear in 5th place ahead of Alesi. Frentzen and Schumacher are tied on 5 points each, whilst Hill is now tied on 3 points each with Johnny Herbert. Wirtz could have scored points today. Again, he just slid straight out. McLaren up to 110 points. We are 6 points ahead of Ferrari. Could have been more, but at least we are second. It's going to be a close fight to the end of the season for that second spot in the Constructors. Lower down, with Jordan and Williams scoring points today, they put just a little bit of pressure on Sauber in the fight for 4th. So we managed to leave Austria relatively unscathed, albeit the game has definitely done a little bit of psychological damage. Up next, we're off to the classic version of Hockenheim as we speed off into the forest. Top speed hasn't always been on our side, so we will adjust the setup accordingly. The game will then readjust the setup without telling me, and hopefully we'll eventually end up with something that's drivable. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying the series, and we will be off to Germany very, very soon. We're back in the lead. Can we stay there?